Hello lads and gents, and welcome to Talent League. Today we're going to be having a very interesting match, and it's going to be the finals of all things. It's going to be BTD, aka Barney's Trusted Dinosaurs, facing off against Esports. Esports. Now with me is going to be our lovely co-caster, aka analyst, a bit of a mix. You'll see how he goes, but it's going to be Den. Hello. Uh, Professional. All right. let's put it at that. But how has your day been, man? All right, off to a great start. Now, yeah, as usual, it is the final, so we're going to be having five maps. Map one being Chalet, Bank, Clubhouse, Consulate, which is a bit questionable, since especially with that being, a bit more of a newer map or a reworked one. And to finish it up, it's going to be Borrigan as the decider. Now, yeah, you know these teams a lot more than I do. I haven't seen Ice Force Esports, but I've casted BTD a couple of times. All right. Yes. Yeah, most definitely. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, Consulate, the only thing I have an issue with it is the new callouts, since I have no clue what the map is about. I have not been up to Siege, but yeah, we can put a bit of a over there, left and right, just as we go on. But yeah, most definitely, you have these teams, so are you gonna be putting up any predictions? All right, so you're going for maps. I'll say 3-2 BTD just to make it a bit more spicy, a bit more challenging, so we're not both on the same team, just to kind of see how it goes in the end. But, it really depends on how these teams play it, how well they adapt to these maps, and, Oregon, Chalet, Clubhouse, those are nothing new. Consul and Bang, that is a bit of a difference. That's not what we regularly see. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how they change it up a bit, especially with Bank. Bank and Chalet being huge maps. Consul as well, fairly decent, and then Oregon and Clubhouse just kind of not as big as they can go about it. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. Since we're still on the maps as it is right now, do you have any? Let's say first map is Consul, correct? What would your operator bad predictions be? Yeah. Hmm. Sure. All right. Yeah. Let's go for. I mean, for a bit of context, you're gonna be the big context man here. Why would they ban, let's say, a Zami Soulless Fenrir? Why are those the dangerous operators? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, not bring a downside. Pretty much an overall great to have, can't go wrong with it. Especially Azami is very deadly. Reconstructing the entire site to your own image, and with the attackers having to waste a lot of utility to get rid of those Kiba barriers, I think they're called, or Is that a Rooney's? I'm not too sure. I'm too old of a caster for this. But yeah, most definitely you need ash charges, fuses, maybe even sledgehammers, whatever it is. It's going to be utility wasted unless you want to have a pixel peak looking at a very important angle that could be held by the attackers. And so yeah, Zombie, Fenrir, Solus, what would be, there's always a four horsemen of blank, let's say four horsemen of siege. We have those three. What would you say the fourth one is? Maybe a Mira? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, pretty much right now, I do not have any mental disease. I have not been talking to myself for the past few moments. It's just that there has been some production issues. So I'm going to be talking to you right now, face to face, soul to soul. I'm going to be staring into your eyes for quite a while things are getting solved. So I do apologize for that. But pretty much, we kind of just went over context why these operators are strong, what the picks are, and yeah, we'll go over it maybe while the prep phase is happening, while we don't have anything to talk and stuff like that. But as it is for now, you know, I think it's still set. We're gonna have to see how it all goes down because, to be honest, 100% predictions don't necessarily exist. Even if it would be okay, there's very certain predictions. If let's say it's a pro team versus a tier 4 team, that's, the advantage is kind of very easily noticeable. But, you know, besides that, you never know. Maybe things could go south. Maybe we could go all 5 maps. Maybe we could go 3. Maybe there just might be a forfeit. Maybe someone could get ran over by a truck. I don't know what exactly could happen, but that's really the interesting case. We got to see how it all works out. We're just hoping for no bad experiences and no boring matches and stuff like that. Now, with that, Consulate, I haven't seen it personally. I did play it. Wanted to throw myself off a balcony. Just a joke. Just a joke, of course. But no, I personally didn't enjoy it because it was a first time playing it. Let's say a new player comes into Siege, they see a map, they're completely confused, they have nowhere to go, don't know where to go, and then they don't like the map because of that. That's kind of my experience with it. Not calling it a bad map in general, just in my opinion, since I'm not used to it. But yeah, Consulate, really interesting to see what the call-outs are like, what the layout is like, because when it's being streamed, of course, you have the bird's eye view. You have a lot more view to actually how the layout is, how the positioning is, how the strats go, and what makes sense and what doesn't. So pretty much, Barney's Trusted Dinosaurs, I've casted them quite a few times, and they are not a bad team. I feel like they're a very good passive-aggressive, can switch when needed. They have a jack of all trades, may you call them, a bit of good on each side. Now, for Esports Esports, not too sure. First time seeing them. Maybe they're a team that I used to cast, but they renamed, maybe rebranded, new organization, dot, dot, dot. Not too sure, but I wish them the best of
Okay.
luck. Same goes for BTD. Have been I've been a team in
Hello,
Talent
hello,
League
hello.
for a while, and I'll say a casual visitor for around here. Now, yet again, maps are interesting. The only reason I don't want to get to map 5 is because of Borrigan, because most of the times you can predict how that goes. Is it fixed?
Yeah, I'm.
All right.
Hello, hello, hello. I am.
All
Right.
right, we fixed it.
So they missed all my slander of me calling everyone bad.
Pretty much.
Oh,
No, but pretty much, yeah. Let's actually go over it for a second while this is all. Are we actually ready to go into the match, Epsilon? Eh, Epsilon.
ah,
All right.
Epson? What's happening? Oh,
All right. We're having a bit more production issues. Just folks, give us a second. We'll be right with you. Should we go on a pause?
okay.
Is it fixed? All right. Are the players ready? All
I
right. Yeah, pretty much done. We talked about why operators are. Yeah, just you go over again why. I'm sorry to make you for forcing you to repeat, but could you please go over why Zami Fenrir and Solus are very strong or
I,
not wanted operators?
I think, as I said before, like they're the operators that you they don't bring a downside, right? You don't have to get rid of something to get them in your lineup. They're operators that you should always have in your lineup because they bring too many benefits to
Hmm.
not have in your lineup. And for every
Yeah.
side that is, like, I think with this army and with Fenrir, their operators are just so difficult for the uh, for the enemies to deal with that they create problems that are necessary to make defense strong. I think, whereas I think
Yep.
compared to an operator like what operator did I say? I forgot. Oh no. Well, give the game. Well, uh,
It's all right, man. Pretty much, yeah. Just very strong operators overall. Can't go wrong. That's pretty much as far as you can get with it, just because of how effective they are against, utility wasting and pretty much a jack of all trades. Now, the for context, the aim has not started because the enemies are having some bowel movements in the current state as we're talking, but once those are through, once the issues are clean, once the number two is finished, we should be clean to go. I mean, for now, it's literally just consulate. Do you know? Have you played Siege lately? Then,
I have played Siege quite a bit.
all right.
Quite
And
often.
how is your experience with the new consulate?
Console's actually probably one of the maps that I haven't scrimmed too much. I've only scrimmed actually once, I believe. Uh,
All right.
but from watching, I understand the map to a heavy degree. Most teams are playing from doing an admin side across, but there is some pockets that you can do from like the ABC Ying. Oh, Ying could be a good man, I'm guessing for and Monty. Okay, okay, I'm waffling now. Gives a game, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now our job is to pretty much waffle. So if you have something to waffle about, let it all around right now because when it comes to prep phase, we're gonna be so after like 2, 3 prep phases, we're gonna have nothing to talk about. So
um,
just waffle.
well, okay. Do you know, if I was a full, if I was BTD right now, my balance would be Monty going in this because Koji's little nerd. He sets a Monty every single attack. That's my
All
opinion.
right.
And if I was
All
on
right.
defense against these guys, I'd ban Valk because Koji's also a little nerd who likes to sit below with Valk and play C4.
All right. All right. Yeah. Let's actually. Well, we waffled long enough. Then good. Maybe we're gonna be seeing Monty and Valk ban, but I think both teams are ready. And with that, yeah. All right. Do we just go in? All right. 3 more minutes. Let's go then.
Um,
I'll spit it
how's your
out.
day been?
Eminem.
Other
How's my day been? It's been quite interesting driving lessons. Sooner or later, I'm gonna run over a family of 4. But
oh,
besides that, it's been quite interesting. So,
good to know.
yeah, that
Uh,
is always
who
awesome
who
to
is
hear.
your prediction for this game? Ice Force, Esports versus Varnish. That is actually no. I've got a debate here. No. I've got a debate. We can talk about this because this.
All right,
Right.
all right.
So I was on this team, this fraudulent team on the right, Varnish versus Dinosaurs, and I've left now, and they've changed their name to Pandominium. Pandanomium. Which name is better? Varnish versus Dinosaurs or Pandanomium?
Mm, to be honest, Pandamonium sounds kind of
Yeah.
cooler,
Okay.
but
Then
but
we're not.
but Barney's trusted dinosaurs, just Barney and trusted dinosaurs is just it's like a really niche click. So I'll say BTD.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See, you're meant to say Varnish. You're meant to back the Varnish dinosaurs. This Gums guy in chat. Can we ban him, please? I don't think he's allowed in chat anymore. Can I have admin perms actually?
All right. A bit of a beef with with the
Because
others.
I'm gonna have to block him actually. He's hurt my feelings. There we go.
Yeah, no, I mean, if they change the name, it's whatever, man. It's their
Bad name in my
choice.
opinion. What's the delay on
It's
this episode?
it is 3 minutes, I believe.
But so, Can they what can they hear like from now, 3 minutes ago?
Me, yes, me
So they
and
can
you.
hear what we're saying right now, right now.
Yes,
Oh,
dude, they have been hearing
okay.
us for
Well,
the entire
that's
time.
okay. I was confused when Max was talking. I was saying I said 10 cents. I thought it was a 3 minute delay.
I mean, it is, but they can still hear us.
Nothing's in chat, so I'll win. I'll give a list.
All right,
Okay.
let's just for context, viewers, a bit of production, whatever, delays, blah, 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 but let's actually just head into the
Okay.
match.
Good band I'd be doing right now would be Monty, Ying, Monty Ying, Solus Valk. That would be my band to go into this game for both teams. But
All
these,
right. Yes.
but Koji is a very interesting man, and yeah,
All right, let's see. I mean, I'm just gonna predict the
thanks,
normal. I mean,
Icox.
Uh, all right. Some nice, nice words in the chat. But Nook is going to be the first ban taken over by BTD, Barney's Trusted Dinosaurs. A very good pick. I mean, she is always a good one to leave out. Nades, utility-wise, she's already great. Guns, she has them most definitely. Not too good, not too bad. But it's the gadget. It's the Vigil Caveira mix-up going after is going to be the Dokkaebi, yet another, a bit more of a common ban. We see quite a lot in T4, I would like to say, but I'm surprised. You mentioned there were possibilities for a bit of target banning, like the Monty and the Valkyrie. That hasn't happened, but it has been the Solus on defense. So, what's your opinion on this roster of bans?
I do like the Dokkaebi ban coming out from Ice Force. I think that is very annoying up around this map. I don't agree with the knock ban, considering how much this team lurks. They do like to do a lot of direct takes with Monty, and I think VTD are going to struggle against that person in this map.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Max,
I mean,
fun. Wait, are we allowed to talk to the chat? Is that allowed?
it is allowed, but let's try the image of casters. Let's interact with the game alone. If interact with the players, try not to just put a bad name on them. But let's just keep it image friendly as we go on. Now, you say you've been playing Siege quite a decent amount, so you've been playing it recently, yes?
I have.
All right. When I stopped playing, Grim wasn't in the best shape or form. What was the big change that got him even into the competitive scene?
I think he was just not really known how he could be utilized. I think now he has a lot of potential in creating panic to defenders, making them run around and force them out of like power positions necessarily. I think he's very good to throw like defenders are gonna get pinged, they're gonna panic and they're gonna run around and pick up the kills off them.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, always gotta love to see some potential in a new operator that got pretty hated and heated on, but actually he's gonna be getting picked out for, I do believe that's a line, I'm not too sure. But yeah, the slowdown, have anything out of the ordinary, I would say. I mean, we have the hard breaches, we have the utilities, we have 6 nades and EMPs on blind, so that's gonna be a very deadly fragmentation right there showing up as we're slowly heading into the side of admin, just like you called it, and it's gonna be very heavily defended, and a nice C4 getting dropped onto Keely. That's going to be the first one from the Valkyrie, and a very nice one. So he can push slowly into the admin. Another shot coming in. LY getting the second. That's going to be Scarix off the board. And we're already not even a minute in, and we already have a 3v5 situation.
That was a very good pick from Discount. Combis is a very aggressive player. He's been like that in many teams. This guy likes to get into your face, and if you don't shut him down, he can be a very scary player to play against.
Very interesting to hear. Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Another one getting dropped. That's going to be a 1v5. We're going to be seeing a flawless Gridlock actually right now being alone. She gets noted, and that's going to be a flawless first round for BTD. Round number 1 went to defense, and wow, that was very dominant. You said that, that was, I like that. For getting into your face, I thought I'm going to use that. Probably never, because I'm probably never going to cast ever again, but still an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, Cummins is a very, very aggressive player, and I think if if Iceforce don't do a very good job of shutting him down, especially with Discount, who also has no discipline at all because his parents never taught him any, then it's going to be
All
very
right.
scary for Iceforce.
Oh, gotta kick the man while he's down. But
I've been
all
through a
right.
team with that guy for 3 years, so it's understandable.
You're a lot closer, more personal to him than I am, so I'm not gonna be judging any. But still an interesting way to how it actually went. The aggression was insane. I mean, the attackers tried to go for refrags as soon as they can. I mean, we already saw the sludge got taken out. The finger took that chance, went in, but got shut down that exact same second. Gridlock tried to go. Actually, not Gridlock. Some operators from below, I believe it was the Ace, tried going from below. The hatch was initiated, and they just took every angle as well timed and as well as they could. And putting that up, mixing it, stirring it in with some aggression, makes a very nice meatball to just finish up that round and give him a flawless first. You don't see that very often.
I'm loving the setups from Barnish Dinosaur. It does look like
Yeah.
they've prepped this map because they do have some decent lineups.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yep, yep. They're bringing the Valkyries army, the Fedra, like we talked about in the pre-show. They kind of obviously
Ooh.
want to be bringing, and then they also have that meat shot to keep the Ace from just breaching up in that admin walls to make the admin push a lot more less efficient and harder to get through.
Yeah, we already talked about, mostly you mentioned that the main push is focused around admin, and we see these defenders, they are holding it very tightly. I mean, it's pretty much a turtle around admin. Well, by pushing up, the line gets taken out. It's going to be a 4v4, a trade for the Zami, and that's going to be Icox off the board. Another one coming in, that's going to be 3v4. Killer getting taken off the board. That's going to be another one, and a very nice one, barely, not even a minute in, and this is already all happening. Just kind of shows how important of a place admin can be. You got to hold it or just lose it, and possibly even lose all important angles. Now, is there any other, I would say, major way of going about this site?
There is the opportunity of yellow pushes. I'm not sure why Koji has not called these famous multi pushes yet,
Mm-hmm.
because I do think that going from an admin side will be very difficult, considering the aggression that BTD like to put on their enemies. They do not like to. BTD will either win the round in the first 20 seconds or they'll lose it because bad reactions. So if I believe personally, if Koji wants to go from a yellow side tech, he'll probably win because of poor reactions on their side.
All right, that's yeah. In the meanwhile, we got a 2v2, 2v3, 1v3 call. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Actually, it's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Happened to 1v3 again. It's Pain or Pain O, Pain Zero. How would you go about the name? I am butchering T4 names.
I believe it's Panio, but I'm really not sure. I've never
All
spoken
right,
to the
let's
guy.
go for Panio. Left alone, same situation as the previous time. I mean, they got two defenders for themselves, 2 kills on the board in 2 rounds. Not looking too good for Ice Force. Yeah, you got to step it up. This is time to actually maybe start adapting to situations like playing against a mute close on shotgun. It's going to be a very difficult way to go about it unless you only go for head taps. Now going on to round number 3, BTD looking quite flawless as how it's flowing around, not doing too bad. Aggression is still up, and I'm wondering how Ice Force is going to counter this so-called aggression. And oh, we have a leave. A disconnect from the side of BTD. I don't know which player. I do believe that was. I have no clue. Dead.
Famous kangaroo Kenny's in the chat, guys. Sorry, I was. I'm just fanboying out right now. My bad. Oh, it's a rehearse,
It's
guys.
alright.
Rehearse. We got waffle again. Come on. Um,
Uh,
personally, I believe that they've rehosted because they need another tactical timeout without calling it. So I think that should be a must check, personally. But
that's maybe there will be something at the end, but yeah, right now we're having a bit of a tactical, technical, whatever you want to call it, TT timeout. As it's time to waffle. It's our favorite time of the day. It's like a late night host show thingy. I don't know, Jimmy Fallon, let's say it like that. But it's instead of Jimmy Fallon, it's me and Dan, which is way better. Come on, just isn't that the best? We talk about absolutely nothing. And Dan, so, with how things have been going, how do you think Ice Force could adapt?
I think Iceforce need to do more direct. well, not direct, but more takes that requires them to get their building less. All they need to shut down discounts and commerce as aggression.
Yeah.
I do believe Ice Force have the players to do so. They're just not doing it because they're bad.
A very all right. A very
Well, you know, personally, I believe if you're letting discount pressure you on the entry, then it's just a finished job at that point.
you know fair enough. Like I said, you know them a lot more than I do, so I'll let you speak on that behalf. But yeah, I mean, shutting down the aggression would be the most adaptive way of going about it. But it's the problem. How do you do it? I mean, the aggression is it's not broad, but I'll say it's raw. I'll describe it in that word because it doesn't seem to be the most how organized aggression. It's just every man for themselves against every man for the enemy team. Actually, it just seems like BTD are actually putting 1v1s into place very perfectly. I mean, mostly with Lion and Wamai, we saw it a couple of times. Just the first two rounds were pretty much 1v1s or BTD forcing XV1s onto Ice Force, which succeeded very decently. And Ice Force need to kind of get rid of that, pressure a bit more players onto maybe one player of Barney's trusted dinosaurs. But we're gonna have to see. I mean, let's hope they actually adapt and overcome. As we're just gonna have to wait. What's the situation looking like in production?
The coach of BTT is messaging me currently, and I feel very, very, very frightened. He's threatening me to
All
root for
right,
him.
so let's um let's call some authorities, some security for getting threatened by by another siege enjoyer. Yeah, but like we said, it's whatever. Let's actually just continue this match. Ice Force versus BTD. O2 not looking. It's still early in the game. We can't say too much, but with how it's been going, Ice Force do need to start adapting and doing it as fast as possible because you do not want to have a 5-1 or a 4-2 split. And of course, there is a delay on the C. What do you mean CF? Am I slow?
Um, Shush. Okay, okay, we're in the round here. To me, it looks like quite a basic strat. I'm not a fan of it because it has Jaeger in, and that's BTD. That is BZ's doing. Um, yeah, Jaeger's bad. I believe they should be roaming on this site because it should not. This site you basically cannot bunker. I think it's very difficult to bunker and it's very difficult to retake. If you give the opponents the full top floors, it's over at that point. But I think it should be a roam strat, but they do have a lot of Cade meat ops, 33 armor ops. So I'm guessing Karmaze in this kind of game will be on the roam, with Venoms playing more of a bridger type of player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you said a lot of roaming is included and is needed for the top floor take, and you're very, very on that point. I mean, they even brought a Jackal to clear them out and a Buck for the verticality. A Brava is always good. I feel like Brava is a very interesting operator because it was introduced as a character who could hack gadgets like Echo drones, Maestro cameras, Valkyrie cameras, but mostly is now used mainly for main cameras, which is an interesting way to go about it. And I do want to mention, if I haven't said it earlier, there is delay on the clean feed. So just as a bit of some background context on how things are going on production. But from besides that, I mean, things are going a bit more slow. A minute has passed and not three people haven't died yet, so we're still looking good on the man count, but things are slowly starting to progress. The attackers are coming in, and so are the defenders. A 4v5, very nice shot. SMG-11 from the back, Gilligan taken off. That's going to be the Jackal off the board. Romer's going to be having a bit more of a better time. Koji actually prepared for the mute, could be going off on some bad timing if it comes into place. But yeah, utility still being used, and we see that roam nice and clear. Then,
Hello? Oh,
hello.
sorry. I thought Demantis. I was waiting for Demantis to peek that, but he's been a good little boy. He's not peeking that. But Buck likes to pick on discount again because he likes to peek everything. Code again. Now Venom's just peeking and trolling the man count. Now Dom's gonna peek and troll the man count again, unless Dom can pick up one onto. Oh yeah, the round's done already. I'm sorry, you cast.
All
Yeah,
right,
these
a
guys.
4v2, not looking too bad. You're looking very low on HP, and the round is very close to finishing with at least how the percentages are going right now. Pyar is going to need to get one, actually going to get a quad kill to actually clutch it up as Doman, I'm butchering these names, and Kate gets taken out. Ice Force, a very nice 4. Actually, almost a flawless 1-man away. The ping comes out, and even with the Fenrir gadget, the buck will be easy. Taking a bit of the heads off of these players and getting this KD up. So, yeah, Ice Force get their first round, and that's going to be a very nice, comeback. A bit of a way to bring it back slowly and nicely. And of course, BTD actually went downstairs this time, so maybe that was a bit of a change. Scarix right now going the Maru, hoping that he can stay on it because I'm really crossing my finger. I love the operator, such a satisfying one to go. If someone would go just fuse or clash, I would absolutely love it, but that's a personal thing. Now, yeah, I mean, it's really up to the defense. What's your opinion on this lineup? Because we see that pulse, and I'm interested in what you think about it.
I like the pulse on the site. I think playing below and also above on the site is very good. Every single place on this site is deniable from both above and below, meaning that if they play it properly, I suppose need to get the entire above and below control to get a plan off, basically. So I think the pulse allows for a below denial, and the Valk allows for above denial, hopefully, if they do play above with their Fenrir, Legion, and Valk. But discount will spawn pick, of course, because he can't go that round without doing that, can he?
Yeah, was definitely. I mean, we also have the Zero on board, which is a very good intel operator, and can also be very interesting, for just flank watching in general, and also just to gather intel, if you need to check a room for flankers or maybe even just rooms in general to see if an operator is in there, just like we saw with the drone right now. Valkyrie upstairs roaming, that's going to be discount. A very deadly way to go about it is with Zero. Of course, like we mentioned, but we do need a player on those cams kind of actively to keep that constant intel going and rotating through. But we have the Ying. This is what you mentioned, I do believe, earlier as well. The Ying being a very strong operator on this map and just has been getting a lot more notice lately. But besides that, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see as things go progress. I mean, gadgets are slowly being used. We still have 3 C4s on defense, which is gonna be deadly. Dicox taking some not too heavy or fatal damage. Discount getting taken some off. SMG-11 comes in. Scarix with a Mara, very nice way to finish it off. And this is where the C4s are going to start slowly coming out. Now, we lost one with Valkyrie, who was taken out of the board. We lost one with Mew, don't know exactly where, but the post still has it. Maybe, maybe that can even it up. Yes?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of what Boris Giants are doing here. They have no C4s left and a 4v5 with a minute 30 and full top floor control. I do think there's a troll from Boris Giants that they only had a discount playing above alone. Either discount has not listened to the comms, they're not dropped off, or they need to look at the strap book again. But it looks like a retake from Boris Dinosaurs, but if it got 0 was in play. Oh, it's a double retake, and Domantas gets off. Demantis is cold and gets another one. Oh. You gotta be winning those. Yeah.
You gotta be winning those. I mean, Demantis, look, it's in a 1v2. It's probably the closest we've been in all 3 of these rounds because most of them have been a 1v4, 1v5. But doesn't matter. Ice Force taking their second round, evening up at the score, and that's gonna be a 2-2. So not looking too bad.
Personally, I blame Peakside for that round. I think his poor analysis within the team caused them to lose that round. I don't think he really was doing a very good job at helping them.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely, but they won themselves the first 2 rounds, so they're still kind of safe. As long as they don't go into a 4-2 split before wall swapping, at least if they can secure themselves a 3-3 or each team for themselves a 4-2, they should be looking quite comfortable when switching roles, but that's really depending on how it goes, because now it's looking like Ice Force warmed up. Now it looks like they adapted, and they saw what was coming to them from BTD, and they're kind of expecting a lot more of this aggression. So I'm just wondering, because Siege is really an interesting game and it doesn't really have much competitors. You know how CS:GO has maybe the competitor would be Valorant or something like that. Siege
Yeah.
has nothing like it, and it's so interesting because you need to adapt constantly.
Siege is a very, I think, intriguing game because I think so many people have different ideologies how to play it, and they
Yeah.
all work. It's just about making a team that does the ideology together.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think this is so far a good game. I do believe that BTD need to get the last 2 rounds, as this is a heavy this is statistically a defender-sided map, so I believe BTD should pick up these last 2 rounds if they want to win this game.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if it is heavily defender sided or defender sided at all, I would suggest a 4-2 split for them before going on to attack. Even a 3-3, because if they have a 4-2 against them, we will not be looking too good. Just like Killy's not looking too good on HP, just barely hanging on with dear life. 1 HP is that, maybe even 2, but it is a short one at that because, I mean, he is pretty much one anything away. Someone's spitting at him and he's going to be dropping down. And it's a nomad of all operators. Has used 2 air jabs already, so utility should be going fast. Oh, and a shotgun
Scarix.
coming in from
Oh,
Scarrets. A 5v3, another one coming in. That's going to be Pyro taken off. And oh, Ice Force is coming in hot. Even more aggressive than BTD has been in the first 2 rounds. The Yings are coming out. That's going to be a double kill for Paino and another one for very close to Scarix. The shotgun comes out, triple kill for the Ying, and now it's Pulse pretty much alone, wandering off. This is looking like a repeat of round number 2, and yes, it is, as Ivana will be finishing the job, aka Koji,
uh,
just for Ice Force.
this is what
Getting
happens
things
when
on.
you have Pixar on teams. They just go terribly. Honestly. But I do think what Ice Force have done correctly now is instead of just going straight forward and allowing the aggro players such as Discount Karmas to get into the face to get the entry picks, they are now being the aggressors and getting the entry pick themselves, which are causing BTZ to panic and run around, and Ice Force are just picking up the kills.
Yeah. I mean, if Ice Force is doing something good, props to them, but BTD, they need to step it up if they want to get anywhere past 3 rounds or even 1 round for themselves this
Um,
day, or because Ice Force has been adapting a lot more.
I'm still convinced. I'm still not sure why BZ have not brought the warden, considering the last 2 rounds there has been a Ying in
Mm-hmm.
play. Even though there isn't one this round, BTD should go. Okay, they brought Ying 2 rounds in a row. Let's go warden. But
Yeah.
I guess I guess not.
They seem to be firmly, kind of holding on to this strategy that they have in mind. But yeah, with every strategy, you need to adapt, and that's pretty much one of the more perfect examples would be a warden. Although right now it doesn't seem like they are bringing it in, so it does come nicely into play for them. But still, they have been bringing it for the last 2 rounds, and Ying has been very essential. That's even worse because Ying has been doing a good job at not only blinding but taking out players away. A triple kill last round from her. So Warden would be an interesting way to go about the heavying right now. Some intel coming out. Nades are being used. What?
It
Yes.
it looks to me that the Ice Force went back to how they started attacking originally, but they're trying to go even more slower to stop the aggression.
Hmm.
Um, let's see how it works out for them. It yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is working out, or has been for the past 3 rounds. They have been quite flawless. I mean, they've been going through it very nice. Not much of a train motion as Karmazi been taken off, traded also for Keeley right now. So Nomad and Wumai are going to be, out of the board. But we still have a 4v4. Now discount isn't looking too good on HP. That's most definitely a thing, and we still have a decent chunk of time. With how as these rounds have been progressing, it's actually quite insane. Especially because I mean some of these rounds ended in almost a minute already because of how things are progressing. Now, 4v4 still, things are going a bit more passive. Just as I say that, it's going to be Pirate off of the board at 4v3, not looking too bad for Ice Force yet again. They keep on shutting these players down, and they're doing it very well. While though the Zami is out of the board, no more reconstruction of side. Don't call him Bob the Builder anymore. 6 foot under, as of course with 1 minute and 10 on the clock, we're gonna slowly steep up into the action.
I don't think BTD is doing a very good job at changing and causing new problems for Ice Force. The defense thing right here is the same defense thing in round 1 and 2, which Ice Force lost them 2 rounds, and of course they're not idiots enough to not adapt, right? And it's seen Ice Force have adapted, taken the round a lot more slower, and now BTD seem to be struggling. But this round is still winnable from BTD, but they need to rely on gunfights. They have a very weak discount, no denial at all. It's a 4v3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely is. We're going back to the last half a minute timer, and time is slowly taking down. Put your watches out because this is gonna get heated. Maybe even, open up the window, freshen up, and just put that temperature low because this is gonna go up very soonly. Now with the 4v3 thing, the attackers are gonna get very aggressive right now, and the defenders, they don't have the man advantage. Oh, a very close shot, but not close from V7 or Venom's. A 3v2 brought on. Venom's getting taken out. That's gonna be a Koji with a double kill, a 3v1. Plan is going down, and right now the mute is slowly starting to approach. Tries to get a pick for himself, doesn't manage to work out. Misses some shots on the SMG11, and that's going to be Ice Force Esports getting themselves the 4th round, and a 4-2 split before going on to defense. Which, if you are correct and this is defender sided, I am believing BTD are going to be having some very big issues because Ice Force has been shutting down aggression on defense against defenders. So on attack, it's gonna be, or on defense, it's gonna be way easier to shut down any type of aggression from attackers because, I mean, you have a whole setup for yourself.
From my understanding, BTD have never practiced this map, so I think the only chance of them actually winning and bringing this game back, I think, is very pocket, fast-paced takes. I do like the Amora from Dom. That could be an indicator that's what they're doing. But I also think that they currently have a total of 2 kills outside of the Manta, so the other players might actually want to actually get some kills, maybe.
Yeah, you do. If you pretty much, okay. You could say Ice Force doesn't have a good split either. Icox with 0 and then Scarix for Killy 1. And then, of course, Pano with 9. It's not a good split, but the difference is they're winning. They're at a 2 times higher score than the enemy team is. So, they're still going quite well because relying on one player, such as would right now be Dom for BTD, the second he gets taken out, you can't rely on him to get kills anymore, which is a problem, which, I'm not necessarily saying they're relying on him fully, but it's seeming to be going towards that direction. As right now, it's going to be a Visa push just about enough for the admins to, kind of clear it out, see if there's any hatches being in play. And yes, there comes the aggression from Ice Force, trying to take out any type of utility. 1 kill getting dropped onto BTD. That's going to be the scout and Karmasi taking off the board. And one, actually a 3v5. Not a nick of blood has been dropped from Ice Force.
I do think right now BTD have a lack of teamwork. I think this guy just ended there blindly with actually no support, no drone, and no support, and gets picked up because, again, he has no discipline. Now Venom's just going to try secure the round by walking in with his fellow teammate, Pyro Demantis. Don't know which one it is, but he's probably going to lose this bandit. Oh, unlucky bit. And Pyro gets a kill by baiting, it's called. Pyro's going to get another basic kill maybe onto the cap can. Nope, he doesn't, because Scarix doesn't want to get away his stats. Scarix is such a stats player, man. And ranked, he's like the same, he baits. Fuck him. Oh, shit. My bad. So that didn't happen. We'll rewind time. Pyro gets another kill by baiting onto Icox. Icox, failed player.
Yeah, Icox getting taken off. His KD not looking too good, but as long as he's not too focused on that, he should be just fine. He's playing the utility man with Thorn, shouldn't be looking too bad. As Pyrod right now, I mean, he's doing fine for himself. He managed to get his first 2 kills. And, he doesn't have the diffuser, picked it up, yoinked it off the ground, but we still have 1:05 on the clock going forward, and he's going to need to slowly kind of push up. He has a 1v3 going, and he needs to kind of, to put it in an easy way, he needs to put each player in a separate 1v1 with himself, and he also needs to win this 1v1, but he doesn't have any intel where anyone is, he doesn't have intel of this pretty much Koji just camping him from upstairs, and with that, I mean, intel is brought, Koji's holding one angle, that's one entrance. giving his information away, stunning himself onto Spiral, and pretty much securing his own grave. I would just call it quits for uh, and a nice round win for Iceforge because with the amount of intel they have going on, man advantage utility and all of that, it's just plain impossible.
It's I don't see Scarix overpeaking. He's a very disciplined boy. But Koji likes to get ego peak, and he'll ego peak and get the pick.
Well,
Is-
yeah, I finished up the round quite early. Koji, you said the ego pick. Always love to see it. But, Scarrick saving his skate is an interesting way of going about it. Better than throwing, though. Better than just
Yeah.
running in and dying.
Can we type in the chat? Chat actually, Scarix, stop baiting, go ego peak. Can we put that in chat? Is that out? Okay, we'll come for that. I think I'm quite poor actually.
Let's try and let's try and tone chat down away from this conversation just for a bit. Then this is me and you and this game, and the family of four I ran over today. But that's for another story.
Oh, oh. I do like what? Oh, never mind.
You like ice cream. Let's state it off of that. What type of ice cream is your favorite?
You know the ones where they have 3 different kinds in one. Like
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate all at once. You can get a good scoop, and then it's like
Yeah,
three.
it's like a tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely fantastic. I love that one too. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. But what about like, if you go to like an ice cream man, he's giving out cones and coops, and just one flavor to pick. What would your go-to be?
I haven't had that much chocolate. I'm with ice cream, so probably just chocolate. Sorry.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I mean,
I
we'll to go
know
about
Max likes ice cream flavor called Millie. It's like a new one in America. That he told me about. He said it's a very like big flavor in America. I don't know.
I have no clue what Millie would be. I'm one of them European people who have no clue what happens on in America. Besides, yeah, we're not gonna get into politics. Why did I want to go into politics for a second? This is a siege match. We're casting T4 for Christ's sake. But let's actually get back to that as we're on that. Loadouts are still looking, or should I say, lineups are still looking as default or ordinary as they used to. We have the line DAs for hard breach, Buck for vertical, Finka for that boost, that adrenaline, and of course Pyro with the sledge. You always love to see the hammer in hand. And the first kill getting dropped into kill. That's going to be a good start for BTD. Scarrick taking some heavy damage, but actually doesn't matter. Even with the Finka push, the Buck will not prevail and will be getting taken out by the SMG-11.
Yeah, it's a very interesting lineup from BTD. Yeah, I think they have cold breaches, but I'm not a fan of the lack of RAM use. I personally think on this map RAM is cold and should be used. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rhyme is a very good operator. Kind of just, a
Right
bit
now,
less.
sorry.
Yes.
I feel like right now BTD are stalling quite a bit. It's 2 minutes of the round and they're just getting onto second floor and they're all solo pushing. I don't see any teamwork. I don't see any droning going on. They're all just solo pushing and they're probably going to lose the round before that. Karmas is getting aggressive, trying to walk down yellow, but again he's solo and yeah. It's to me it looks like a lot of solo players from BTD and they need to work together as a one big family.
A big family, as it should be. Doesn't matter if everyone brought onto Ice Force. The first pick onto Killy may have been from the side of BTD, but they were not able to follow it up and keep up that pressure. As now it is pretty much almost going to be a flawless if this continues. I mean, Scarix right now, shotgun in hand, a nice flick to the sledge, and that's going to be another round. And if I'm correct, the score right now would be 6-2, which is absolutely dominant, may I say. BTD were looking very promising for the first 2 rounds. Ice Force were not letting it slide for any more than that. I mean, we already see the replays, Mutant Shotgun, absolutely dominant gun and user, just a perfect combination. BTD pulling out the timeout as they probably should. It's going to be a bit hard to win 4 rounds in a row. especially with how it's all been going, and especially with Ice 4. I mean, we have two top three players, Scaris, Koji, and Pano, absolutely dominating. And, Dom with the six skills is all you can pretty much get and sneak out of BTD.
Yeah, I think BTD needs to actually work together instead of solo pushing. They're not going to win against this team on console if they're solo pushing. Ice Force have played it a lot, even against T1 teams in officials, and ducked them to the distance even. I don't think BTD are going to get away with trying to play structure on a map they've never scrimmed before. They need to just start rushing the side, playing Ying, getting aggressive, trying to play for the man advantages, but they're not doing that. They're all just walking in solo, trying to take fights against players that are also very good at shooting back.
Mm. Yeah, that's a fair way of going about it. I mean, right now, with how things are going, I don't know what BTD could have or how they should have all just kind of, it was a tactical timeout. I mean, what could they have talked through about it? Because there's so many things to adapt or so many things to actually go over that have been happening as of right now that with that little time, I doubt it, but at least we're going to be seeing a bit of RAM for the possibly last round. Maybe BTD brings it back for a couple of rounds, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, basically they might get one or two more rounds after the technical timeout, but I don't think so. I think Constant does go to the side of Ice Force. I do think BTD have a better chance on other maps, but I think this map it just isn't in the pool for BTD to compete against this team.
Yeah, most definitely. Scarrick's taking some HP, some heavy, not too heavy, still above the 50%. The Finka boost coming out, and it seemed like just everyone is going about it as of right now. But yeah, I mean, it's at least it's not. No one has been dropped just yet. Just
Well, Cody, you should have
uh,
killed the lion then, shouldn't you? Stupid.
yeah, maybe, but shots get missed. It happens all the time. 2 minutes are still on the board, and the attackers are making surely not too fast of a progression because this, for how it should have been, Ram is right now just going about it, destroying everything in her path, pretty much making vertical holes for the entire family. As Yana is taking some damage, the Finka boost does come out. Maybe a bit more of a aggression could be coming out for BTD, but they don't seem to be bringing out a lot of it.
It's a good pick from discount onto Kelly. Kelly is my goat. Hi, Kelly. Big fan.
Yeah, a bit of. All
I'm
right.
I'm Kelly's #1 fan, by the way. That guy is cute.
All right. Besides that,
Do you know like Kelly's a goat, my goat.
is your god. All right. I mean, let's keep it on the game, shall we? I mean, two players
Oh
got
my
taken
god.
out. The Oryx, the goat. Killy, your goat, the goat, whatever you want to call him. But along it was the Ram. While she did get managed to open up a variety of holes into the ground, was not enough as the Gridlock needs to do a bit more. Venoms is keeping up the pace, but we still have a minute going. I'm really wondering what BTD could do to really change the outcome because this is the aggression Icog's bringing it. He is expecting a player to peek, and no, so he does. Lion gets greedy, but a nade comes in just to refrag him in time. That Lion could have just stayed silent, not peeking the window for a split second, and this could have went way better. But BTD putting himself to a worse position.
That's very poor from Pyrot there. That if he has the discipline to not peek that could be a round win for BTD over Mancam. But we have Karmaze crouch walking behind everyone. Cold. Maybe Karmaze wins the 1v3, but no, probably
Maybe
not.
it does. He
10
doesn't have
seconds
too
left.
much
Yeah.
time on his hand, and yeah, there it is. That's gonna be Ice Force with a 7-2 score. Very dominant in the first two rounds. BTT were looking good. Couldn't say so after those two, and we're gonna be heading over to the second map. And of course, with that, I mean, well, stress the dinosaurs. You got to put your game up if you want to continue not,
Yeah.
having scores like these, especially in this situations. Adaptation is the key
Adapt,
to actually
overcome,
win.
and what's the other one? Yep.
I think
That.
overcomes the last one. Adapt.
Improvise,
Yes.
adapt, overcome, improvise.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
that's the key here. But we're gonna be going for a bit of a break. I do believe we are a bit behind schedule, not too sure. But yeah, that was done. I'm gonna continue on with Velocity after this. Done. It was a pleasure casting with you. Always love to have meet new people. But besides that, we will be seeing you after this 10-minute break. Hello, welcome, welcome back. Look, we're on a cool, dry, mappy thing because we're gonna be going on
I can
to
hear music.
second map, which is going to be, as you see it right here, you see the bar, you see the clubhouse. You always love to see it. One of the more common maps, but a personal favorite of mine, a very interesting map to see. And with that, we are joined back with Den. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to leave
Oh,
chapters of me. So
all right. So let's not do
no,
that.
no, I'm gonna leak Genius. Well, okay, how this map shall be played from us, and then frauds can play their map. They can only see the bottom left, right? Only this one.
Hmm. No, we can. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
no
okay, my bad.
worries, no worries. So I'm. Oh, okay, they can see my cursor as well. Cool. Um. Okay, so I'm guessing they're gonna go for like more of an armory defense first. I do believe BTD prefer their bunkers, which I don't think, depending on the bans, would be good. I have experience with BTD that they like to bunker even depending they have their own bans, which is an issue that I think I want to see them overcome this game. I want to see them do the correct strategy depending on what ops are in play. I
All
think
right.
that could be something they could work on this game, which would enable them to do better on this map. I think. I also think I've never seen Ice Force on this map, so they could be terrible, but they could be also good. But yeah, but I'm looking for more of like Maverick, Solus, Dacia, them kind of bands. So I'm
Yep.
thinking, I think BTD. I think BTD will do a Cade strat, but I don't think they should. I think they should get in their face here, and they should do a rope strat. Um, which if you do the room set, you want kind of two above, like this, these two above, and then on the staircases, and one guy on site for the bunker. I do believe Ice Force will just go for a kitchen dirt, though. I don't believe they like to roam clear that. Um, a very good way of clearing roams, in my opinion. I think going for a kitchen dirt is the. I think clearing, if you waste your time clearing roams now and on Clubhouse, you either just lose the bodies, and people still have quite strong steps on defense because of the operators, that it's difficult to execute because you don't have the manpower to execute, and they have a full site set on execute on the site. Okay, we're going to the
All
game.
right.
Let's see if these guys are frauds. I think they are.
Let's try and refrain from. Oh, it's like that.
Oh, my bad. Only Venoms is a fraud. There you go.
Let's try to not call anyone a fraud, I guess, but yeah, let's just actually go on to the bands. The first one is gonna be Ace from the side of Ice Force, a very interesting one to go about it, and BTD are gonna be the ones following up right now. So I'm assuming some maybe Maverick Solus, maybe Zami, possibly even Fenrir. It's gonna be a Ying. Could have been. Ying was a very big pick from the side of Ice Force in the earlier match. So, kind of getting rid of it is going to be a very interesting way to go about it. But,
Yeah,
of course,
I
yeah.
think again with this lineup now that Ying is banned, the roam strats have to be some BTT dive into. I think BTD with Thatcher in play, they shouldn't be going with these Cades banned strats that I think they might go into. I do think they need to stick with the roams, get into Ice Force's face, keep the aggression up. I think that's what Ice Force struggled against, discounting Kame's aggression in the early round.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, for the follow up bands, it's going to be Solus and Zami. Now, like we said earlier, very deadly operators, following up with Fenrir, who has been joined into the leaderboard, or I'll say the lineup by Keeley right now, the fan rare player. We're gonna be just having to go over on the side of Church and Armory, the bottom side, the most probably the best side in all of Siege. You know, in the previous times or history, it has been leading a bit more towards CC and Cash, and then switched over to gym and bedroom, and now we're downstairs, which always has been a good side and will always remain to be one of the more noticeable ones. Now with that, we're going to be seeing a mirror, which is I do love to see a mirror. Mirror playing against it, that's a different story. I don't like the mirror because I don't like playing against mirrors. But watching people suffer against her, that's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna go for a stay in the kitchen dirt against the bunker that Ice Force are presenting. I think Ice Force might do a light run, but it looks like a bunker strip. I do think the kitchen dirt is probably the right thing to do here because the ace band leading the church wall is going to be a lot harder for them to get open. I do see Dom just going to probably blitz into dirt, get dirt control quickly, and then they're just going to execute for a kitchen dirt. And it's quite good because Ice Force do not have an Azami or Wamai to play AK, so that's going to be quite an easy thing to clear. Stream's lagging, by the way.
Stream is lagging from pretty much over here on the feed. The clean feed is seeming to have a bit of lag, but we'll do with it for now. Goya Fire is set off, so that's some intel that someone is actually pushing dirt, some pressure on it. We see Dom right now on the Blitch, an interesting pick, and we also see Capitao, which is not frequently used. A very, I would say, underrated operator, but we always love to see, some new faces getting brought and recognized. The gun is not bad either, as right now we're going into not as an aggressive pick as we've been going into earlier. Most definitely, we still have a minute and a half on the clock, and not a single kill has actually been dropped as of now. So, will Dom be the first? He takes a heavy load of damage. The things are banks him up. And yeah, that's going to be the Dirt solo pusher. He gets pushed, and that's going to be a 5v4 already for Ice Force. Nice pick for himself. Now we're going to be going back onto a 4v4. Payno gets taken out. A trade for Dom. And 1 minute and 15. This is getting really up there.
Yeah, I think Dom really needs to wait for his teammate there before getting aggressive. I think it's not the correct decision there to take the gunfight.
Yep.
He needs to make sure he has two in dirt because a lot of times teams understand if they don't aggro that guy, they're going to lose the round because they do not have any AKS player with the Wellmine not in play and there's army banned, and also they don't have a warden. So BTD are pretty much safe to execute once they get bottom main control, but there is a bar player stopping them from doing that. So again, I do think this has looked quite dire for BTD because they cannot drop it again. They cannot drop the hatch because coach is allowed to play on these main stairs. They're not even playing the verts correctly right now, which is quite poor from them. It's just going to allow Venom's getting shot in the back.
Fenrir gadget being utilized as much as it can. The 3v2 situation looking pretty dire. We have a bit of a Discord notification here. Our caster has joined in. Scarus getting one for himself. It's going to be a 3v1. That's piled off the board. And Karmaz joining him 6 foot under. It's going to be a very nice first round going to the side of Ice Force.
BTT are doing in my opinion, they're doing the processes correctly. I don't think they understand correctly what they need to get that done. They're using their man count wrong. I don't think they need control of that bottom main stairs to be able to execute. If not, they need to create a new execute onto the blue dirt to force a different side of pressure. Allowing Scarix to just hold them main stairs just means that Koji can play in them hallways safely and just shoot the hatch and drop. Alongside not playing that vert to kill Koji. Koji's a free kill on that vert. They should be able to do that. Come on.
All right.
But a lot of mistakes on the side of BTD, I think. I do believe they chose the correct take to do at least.
I will just ask for a reference. So the side of production, what's it looking like? What's the situation?
Okay.
All right.
Finally, we're here. We're back.
Ow, that's loud.
Okay. You know, that sucked out of all of the energy of everyone on the stream. Velocity, hello!
Hello, how we doing?
We're doing fantastic. You know, first match went to a nice 7-2 score. Ice Force seemed to be pretty dominant, but how are you doing yourself?
We are doing great, Bob. I am happy to finally be back on a cast with you after so long.
Hey, my guy.
And it's Talent League Grand Finals. What
True.
more can we ask for?
I mean, this is what we've been asking for. We've been saying it's gonna happen once, and here we are, even after the retirement. Yeah, most definitely. Can you see the clean feed velocity?
I can, yes.
All right, so lead us through the situation. You're new. You have the most energy out of all of us here right now.
I'm going to put up the jacuzzi wall, realizing there's a mirror window on that bathroom window. They are going to be unable to push in just yet. Have to try and clear that. Have to try and clear anyone behind it through the use of a drone, maybe some flashbangs, but nothing to really happen of it. Corey, though, is below in kitchen. Look to maybe lurk up those main stairs, maybe a nade from below. EMPs are going to be used as well, trying to get rid of that mirror window, and it is going to be successful. And now Pope's stuck in bathroom in a bit of an uncomfortable position here. He's going to have to try and maybe force a gunfight to find his way out. Two on the jacuzzi breach, though, but only one is going to be in that position to try and fight.
Yeah,
Just
most
gonna get
Well,
picked up again. I'm
no
below. Scarrick's
way.
allowed to flank like that. It happens too frequently, in my opinion. By my time based on that team, they need to be able to secure the flanks a lot better on this take. I think now Pirate is basically fighting demons by himself right now with the entire Ice Force collapsing on him. He's probably gonna die as well. Venom's, Demantos, and Commies really need to do something about this and try to hit site, knowing that there's 3 people occupied on Pirate right now. They get a pick onto Koji flanking, but yeah, game to game.
Most definitely. Dead man advantage is on the side of Ice Force. Not a lot of time to go by for the attackers, and they do have a bit more HP as when it comes to, the bandit and, of course, the Kate, who got naded from below into Logi, a very dangerous situation, but not fully out. Now, Nook right now, aka Power himself, checking for flanks, checking for any roamers, any type of intel he could go about. But right now, his
No.
main goal could be to just take out Scarix, and that's going to be the plan. And there it is, a 3v3. Scarix out the board, and now we're just getting close to those 20 last seconds.
It's Venom's to pick up the kill in all of this, but it's that 3 versus 3, as you said, with those only 20, now 15 seconds left on the clock. Have to try and force these gunfights. BTD pressured by the time. The biggest enemy here, Flashbang, is going out into kitchen. Rory, though, is already up, does almost find the head of one. Bikini to find one. Shots into Cron, finds one more. Venom's in sight, though. Finds one, but can't find the rest.
Commies has had a stinker there, getting 20 by Icox is a bit of a drag rank. But I think BTD have very, very poor reactions right now. I believe when this guy gets aggroed by 2 players below, Pirate has the ability to hold off 2 players, making it a... Yeah?
The replays were a bit...
well, unlikely.
Not the greatest.
But Pirate has the occupied of 3 Ice Force member attention on site. This allows the 2 Jacuzzi Breach players and also the Windows player to just react and just hit site, taking it 3-2 on site, probably gaining site control. I think BT2 need to do better at realizing and counting players that they have on the map.
Yeah, most definitely. Man advantage does come into play, especially in the late rounds in the last few seconds when everything just kind of gets in there. It's do or die pretty much, kill or be killed. But right now we're still in the prep phase, still looking good, going cash and CCTV, which is a very main breach focused site. You have a main breach and you pretty much have it from the outside. So as an attacker, you're quite secure, besides from runouts, which don't happen commonly anyways, and you can of course secure those in many ways. And with that, of course, you also have an entire sight line to yourself when that breach is open. And of course, with that comes along many ways of help. You have Thatcher, which pretty much just as long as you have a Thatcher, I mean, it's such an easy breach. And we're seeing a bit of a Monty from the side of BTD.
I do, yeah, we're going on to the tertiary site now. Bars, I don't think Bar will be very strong since the Solus is banned, and I think CCTV is also a weak site, so BT should be able to pick up around here, but let's hope they don't troll. They're playing a double Raptor setup with the Monty should, yeah, can we just go to the next round? Yeah, let's just go on to the next round, please. Can we skip this round?
No,
Uh,
Venom's the only
Yeah,
hard creature other than the Haban, sorry,
can
has died
yeah,
outside of CCTV.
let's
That
Oof.
just skip the
that is
round.
a that is appalling. And only two of those of the hard breaches in pocket for Habana. That is appalling. Discount finds himself injured, is able to have that ability to get himself back up when safe, courtesy of the finger boost. Is Scarx to move towards lobby to try and confirm the kill, try and find them. But it's two to come out. Koji and Keely in quick succession of each
Oh,
other. Take down 1, 2, and a third to
no.
follow. Skyrex takes down Discount in the midst of all of this. And it's all up to Freud. The final one in the 1 versus
God,
5
Pyrod.
is. I believe. I believe.
Pyrod can get a few kills on the extra frags, I believe. My goat. He's my German goat.
All right. Yeah, we have Pyro on the last stand right now. I mean, Ice Force do seem to want to get that. You know, BTD earlier in the previous map got themselves first round. It was pretty much a flawless. Ice Force want to strike it and throw it right back at them. It seems like Pyro now looking quite safe. I mean, he is on the roof. He's just trying to secure his own. Ooh, getting the knife out. Actually, almost taking out the Jaeger for himself. He's expecting every single angle to be peaked, as it pretty much is. I mean, they have the intel that he's on the roof. Destroys the flawless right there and there, but the 4v0 will be initiated as Koji goes for the same peak that just got taken out and finishing the job. A very nice DMR in hand. And with that, we're going to be going on to a 3-0 score for Ice Force, and it hasn't been looking bad. I mean, most of these situations have ended with a 1vx for BTD, which, call me Einstein, but that is extremely bad.
Yeah, not the greatest, and certainly not an ideal position for BTG to be in those 1 versus 5. You certainly don't want to be there, and you certainly cannot be there if you. This is a grand finals. You shouldn't be getting into those positions as easily as
Yeah.
as Ice Force are making it.
Most definitely. I mean, with how the results have been, and this, like you mentioned, Velocity, these are the grand finals. I mean, this is pretty much all or nothing. You really don't want to go to a 3-0. You want to take something, a map at least. And can we get the which maps are BTDs?
This is BTD's map right now.
This is BTD's.
Yeah.
This used to be BTD's, one of BTD's strongest maps when I was on the team, but again, I don't know the situation until that.
All right. Yeah.
Guys, you gotta let me throw slander. Come on.
I mean,
I'll throw a few.
Either way, Clubhouse is still a strong map for either side. It's again
yeah.
one of the oldest maps in the game.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be a kitchen dirt again from the side of Pandamonium, actually.
Probably, but
picked
as for
Monty.
now,
They picked them
you always gotta love Monty.
again.
Would they?
Oh no.
Oh,
No. Oh no.
oh
Hey, no.
God.
No, Dom, don't pick that,
Don't.
man.
Don't. Pano plays close to the dirt breach, is unsuccessful in getting any damage, but it is the Monty he's met with, and is forced to move back down as the Monty extends that shield and is now blocking up the breach. Keely, though, takes down Discount as you Finker off the board, 2 grenades, and while the Finker boost and gets away undamaged completely. Pano to follow up with his teammate,
no.
takes down Dom, and takes down the
Oh
second.
no.
Takes down the Capitao, it's crumbling, it's falling, it's snowballing, as Venoms takes damage in the midst of all of this, into a gunfight, as able to stay alive for just this little bit longer. Does hit the Legion Trap as well, and he's going to try and move into Kitchen. As Pyroid finds one, tries to claw back what's left, Koji off the board, and now it's put to the 2 versus 4 situation with only 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, most definitely Koji right now did kind of end up dying himself, but Ice Force still has double the man advantage, and Venom's getting some HP taken off, not sure for himself, going to be backing out of that situation, doesn't want to be too present when this man disadvantage is in play. You know, they have the intel on where the player is, misses some shots, and now it's all given up. They had peaks, but the wrong timing. Scarix could have gotten it, just backs it away, and shoots for the window and a millimeter off. These are close timings and close calls as Pano gets taken out. It's a 3v2 situation, looking quite better for BTD, but not close enough since they still have a time limit to go off of.
I suppose throwing this a little bit. They're throwing it just a little bit. Throwing some bodies they don't need to be throwing. I'm not sure what your thoughts about this are, Dan, but it's just unnecessarily throwing the bodies towards BTD and allowing them to win these gunfights. Let's be honest, realistically, they shouldn't be winning.
I think
Well,
I
yes.
suppose are trying to playing with their food at this point. They're just trying
Yeah.
to like. There's a lot of banter going on between chat. They're just trying to show them who their better team is at this point and trying to give them free picks to try and get them back into the round. But this is a winnable round, but it isn't at the same time. I do believe if they should just go for a kitchen plant drop and they need to drone out. If they droned out Icox and Killy right now, they've no dropping that kitchen hand and planting, keeping on the hatch is the winnable play. Not going down main stairs and dying to a Legion trap. Yep, and they
Almost
go
died to
yeah.
Legion Trap.
No, they haven't droned.
Ooh.
Cold.
No drones led to one Key League fallen, but the plant potentially going down behind the bar. And this is an Ice Force round we've ever seen one. It's Ice Force 4-0, complete domination so far.
Yeah, it is looking quite hasty from the side of BTD as they're going pretty much down the hill the further we go on. Not a single round has been won for the past. What's 4 plus 7? 11 rounds in these two matches. 2 rounds went to BTD. That was in bank. That was a map ago. Not a single time since then have they won. And pretty much Ice Force has been flawlessly going on one after another.
11 rounds in a row.
11 rounds, and it's not
Mental.
even like they're close. It's not like there's constant 1v1s, 1v2s. Ice Force is constantly dominant. They have the advantage over everything. They're 12, 13 steps ahead of BTD on pretty much every single step they take.
They Beats are doing a very poor job of getting the entry pick. Discount is offering a lot of entry picks at the moment and giving them giving Ice Force space to just walk around. On a simple kitchen dirt, you should never be giving up first pick. Kitchen dirts are the most basic take in the game. Like you can't be giving up takes, meaning you don't have enough manpower to control the map. You need probably 2 dirt, 2 kitchen hatch, and 1 from main stairs. If you're making players disperse from taking 1 on dirt, that allows dirt to be aggroed and it kind of falls apart the attack. But we're going back to T. Will just do their standard 2 nade below, opening up the breach. But I think the ace ban is really hurting them by Ice Force. I don't think they are big fans of that. But they're bringing 1 set of Harbridge? Question mark? Please dump. No. Please no. Dump.
Please, we've seen what happened last
Dump.
time.
Dump.
You're
We saw
way too
what's
reliant
happened last
on-
time with the Heartbridge.
Yeah.
We really don't want to see
Dump.
it again. But he's not chopped off. He's
Okay,
sticking.
okay.
He's adamant
Oh,
of the
well,
open.
it's
Can
heads
someone
down.
type
Oh,
in chat
no.
spawn pick thermite quickly? This would be funny.
You know, there's a limit to how much faith you can put into something. This is way above
Too
the
much.
line because
the,
way
the
too
round's
much.
This is-
winnable, but
this is-
with the
yeah.
mirror play, it's really poor. It requires a lot more coordination now to go nape this mirror below than opening, which before they could have just Habana it open with a Habana breacher. I'm very interested why the Dokkaebi over the Habana is a better pick. I don't think it is, in my opinion. If they wanted to bring a Dokkaebi, I do believe they could have just sacked off one of the pair of nades and played for the execute rather than the nade kills.
Yeah, most definitely. If Phantoms gets the first one taken out, I'm going to scream in
They
the
got
entire
bandage fixed.
neighborhood.
They've been bandaged. Yeah, guys, I'm
Oh,
leaving.
yeah.
Good night. This is
Good.
good night.
And,
Cold from these guys. Cold.
this
It's
is this
it's.
is not the BTD. This is not the BTD we're used to seeing, is it?
Yeah, same. You know, I earlier said I used to cast them. That was because I used to, I used to cast them, and I remember them actually being quite decent. This is not that. This is I can't give them that. I can't back them up anymore. Can't defend them.
Guys, I don't want to have an ego or anything, but I used to be on that team. Cold. Sorry.
I love how that's like the 5th time you said it. I don't think you've mentioned this before.
No,
but I think
guys,
you
I used to be on this team, guys. I don't know.
I
I'm also a
didn't know.
2-time talent league winner right here, guys.
I don't think
Oh.
you've mentioned that you used to
2-time
be on
talent
the
league
team.
winner, guys. I love you. Okay, so
We
BTD
have
have
insight.
one. Oh, they've got 1 bridge open, BTD, and they're gonna funnel when there's no head height in CC. But Killy offers a pick because he's a silly little nice man. Guys, see, I could have rhymed there. See, I stopped myself. How cool. They
Yeah,
have
you're-
1 minute and they've just gone to CC with a cold attack. I think Pyrod could do damage if he goes in. There's 3 below. Hello? The Pyrod could do damage if he gets him below, just try to get nade kills and then goes for a main execute. But I do believe they need to push for Logi here. Right, I think BTD's chance of winning is if they funnel for Logi, get one on Windows, 2 push Logi, nade below, walk up main. That is the execute in my head. That's what Denster would be calling. But they have 30 seconds left and they're crouch walking below, like little sods. Like, guys,
Taking it slow, BTDR. Nades from below, Proy does try and
you
lead
do a
into
walk up
Logi.
main.
And haven't found anyone yet, but as you said, then likely a walk up main. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's all kicked off within quick succession. It's already got Ice Force in that 1 versus 2, 2 versus 2, 2 versus 1.
no.
As it's discount to full to Paino, but it's a 1 versus 1 now as Venom picks up Pain. In Logi is moving towards bathroom, but is he aware? I hope so. He plays close with the shotgun.
Oh!
Venom's falls and gives Ice Force another round. I think
That's actually
5
cold. That was a 2v5, by the way. 2v5.
2v5.
2v4, 2v5.
And
With no breach. Oh my lord. Oh.
God bless me.
Can
because
we
God will
can we
not
just
be
give them
blessing
another
these.
tactical timeout for free? I feel bad. Sorry, I'm getting that too
It's-
toxic.
I mean, we can't necessarily blame you because they are not. The problem is, us as casters, we love to be friendly and not be coaches to scream at them at what they're doing wrong. But there's a certain point where we kind of have to. It's like personal siege instincts. We have to, say stuff like this, and it's honestly BTD is getting demolished. There's points where you're like nice, you're like, oh well, they tried. They tried. Not a good try though. This was all going downhill very soon. And I mean, it was a 2v4 for them. The man advantage. They could have went off of refrags constantly. 4 of them could have pushed one player. Or something. Just 2 versus 1 on both sides, and it would have been a nice way of going about it, but BTD pretty much pushed themselves into 1v1s at this point.
This is a winnable. Again, this is the worst side. They have They have EMPs. If Koji needs a plan for a K-trick here, I believe that's actually a way he could win this round just off the bat from them. If Koji realizes that, again, they've been stupid and not brought a Thatcher, then... it's K-tricking Garage. That is good. That is good.
it's good for BTD.
That is good. It is good for BTD because they can get the wall open this time. Hopefully V7 will not die. Wait. Hello? Ha! They're both thermites!
What?
I'm done, guys.
They haven't brought a thermite.
The
CCTV
Hibana.
guys.
Fucking god! That's a Hibana, I see. Now,
No, I mean it's workable, but you don't want to be fighting guys running across the breach with a Hibana hold because that's just knackered. Like,
It's not ideal to fight. I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. But
same.
yeah. I was looking at the lineup thinking, okay, never mind. They have a thermite to get the breach open because he's catering guys.
No,
No, they don't.
It's such a spy in disguise to not notice this thermite, but oh my god! Then you started screaming. I'm like, what's going on? You call out thermite.
how is Poyd got one? How is Poyd got one? He found one. The Monty pulls down the shield, but it's key to find
Oh
one
my
more. Potentially
lord.
find the second as well, but instantly traded off by Dom, and it goes to that 3 versus 3. We've seen it so many times before, and we definitely could see Ice Force to win it again.
Venom has the fuse on bomb on a breach that he cannot get on because he's been a nice little man. So again, PTT are trying to just look for picks at this point. They really need to think about trying to get themselves into garage and going for an execute, but they do not have the manpower to do much. The 2 C4s on the side of Ice Force basically secures this round if they play it properly. They could send one below, as BTT do not have enough manpower to simply.
Oh, okay.
BTT do not have the manpower to simply. Oh fuck! Oh, sorry, I'm Terrorcaster.
No, it's fine, man. Just keep going. Just keep on.
BTT don't have the manpower to keep one guy below to deny the plant, but basically a plant. As you see right now, Icox has just set himself below to sit there, and he can deny the C4 with a deny the plant with a C4 from below. Pyrod's sitting there to hold. Boom, dead. Oh, yes, I'm blowing it up. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Taylor
dead.
finds one. No idea where from.
And Venoms are stuck outside the map because he can't get it because I haven't bought thermite! And now Venoms is about 3v1 with 20 seconds left, Colt.
Venoms wins this. I believe Venoms is easily.
You know what? I am not
I'm a fraud,
believing
I like.
in them because Mira will be there, Icox on the job, Vector in hand, Unstoppable Machine finishing it up and taking out Venoms. And I. Oh! 13 rounds in a row. 13 rounds in a row going directly to Ice Force.
Dare
And
I say a 7-0?
Yeah,
there is a
with the
possibility we are
let.
going to see a
Oh
7-0.
no, my fucking. Okay, guys. No,
Guys. Okay,
sorry.
okay. Then Velocity. There's a certain point in time where mentality breaks, and I think if that happens this match, we can sue Epsilon.
With how quick this is going, I can do the third map, guys. At this point, it's probably gonna be a 7-0 next map as well.
I mean,
Look,
dare we say a 7-0 here? Like,
I mean, I'm not a
yes.
fan of what they're doing again. They're bringing a kid that doesn't play on basement.
and
I
they're not
personally believe,
no head, uh, no head
uh,
holes on the church wall.
yeah, I personally believe with the ops that are open in this map, but you should be going for a roam right now. You should not like allowing a team like these. No, I think bunkering against this with this lineup is quite poor. I think a zombies ban, meaning the bunker is going to be quite inefficient and less what's it called? It's gonna be harder to hold a set like AKs. That is also in play, meaning this kid is practically useless, right? Okay,
Yep.
BTD are gonna go for an aggro play to see if they can get some pick discount. Has done this window 100 times. I wouldn't be surprised if he dies here. He's gonna jump out. Watch, guys, I guarantee he
It's
jumps out.
possible, but instantly drones.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Ico does take a lot of damage though, and is able to get away as discount remains and plays on the window, and is definitely going to be forced all the way back down into Secret, into Adam, all the way back down to Blue, whatever you want to call it. But
This-
Spanish has taken down from the
Oh!
hatch. Koji, coordination finds the one, and looks to maybe try and find the second. Dom, who is playing behind Generator. Go on.
Can I give you some context of what I made the strat to be? I made the strat to be a strat if Thatcher is banned. So you can K-trick Moto Hatch, then K-trick Triple Wall so they can't get open. But that doesn't play. It's completely useless. And this is what I mean about basically they do not pick the right stuff for what's needed, in my opinion. Kids, that doesn't play. They can get the hatch if they want to. What are they doing? But they're going for a kitchen blue anyway, so this is a pointless point that I'm making. But this count is dead already.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
This counts the glue. This count is the glue.
Justin is a very insane player when he wants to be, but he also just doesn't want to be a lot of the time. But he's a very, very good player. He's very good at shooting when he wants to be.
He can shoot back, unlike most of the ranked community.
But he doesn't like to. He's got like a brain
Hey.
that he doesn't like to use a lot of the time.
Look, the rank community is good. The rank community is so good at shooting, they can hit a drone after 2 mags. So don't disrespect us.
Don't disrespect them.
Just because I'm Copper 2 doesn't mean you have to hate on me.
Back to the game. Pano is in sight, looking at the Fenrir who's playing behind box 2 and is aware of the one that's playing on the blue rotate as well. Drops the shield, looks to maybe find one, but unsuccessful.
Ice Force are quite stalling here. If this Monty dies unexpectedly, they're trying to funnel themselves through blue. But BTD, I think I've caught on that they're trying to funnel through blue and kind of stacked onto it, which is the right thing to do. But I think the manpower is just gonna win right here. I think that.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I think the manpower wins. Gomez does have a C4. They can walk church if they want to, right?
I believe they can. We've got Cade who's playing on the rotate. Keeley finds one, his Venom's off the board. Looks to find a second though, as it's Poid who does take down Keeley. Puts it to 3 versus 1 though, as Icox does find one more. That's all up to the Warden. Has the glasses on, but he's going to potentially see a plan and take it down by Koji. Off the board, good half, it's 7-0 for Iceforce.
Oh, 7-0 it is, and that's going to be 14th round in a row, won by them, going into map number 3. This was probably the fastest map we've ever had, ever
in Talent League. Ever. In the 10 seasons, I think this has to be the fastest map.
It actually could be, and besides that, we're going to be having to head over to map run 3.
25-minute map. 25-minute map, by the way. Cool.
25 minutes.
This is the fastest we've ever gone in the entirety of Talent League, I believe. But, with Velocity on board, now it's going to get a bit more I want to say hyped, but I'm not too entirely sure how that's going to be going.
Map
Yep.
1 concluded though 7-0. Don't go anywhere. We still have one more map to map 3, match series, and champions point. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talent League. We're on match, map, and potentially series point here. Esports are currently 2-0 up in maps. They won the last map 7-0. Map 1 was 7-2. I'm still Velocity. Joining him is still Puffer Bob and Den. Boys, 7-0. 7-0 is mental.
Yes, it fucking is.
It really is not looking good, bruv. But
Yeah.
I think BTD can get 2 rounds this map. I believe in that. What map is it? What map we go to?
I do believe it is.
No, if we can chuck it to map man.
It is going to be Bank.
Okay.
It's Shelley.
If they got the bank, I would have actually said that BTD.
We would have believed, maybe.
I said BTD could have maybe got the map there, but Bank's the map that I believe BTD could get because I think Demantas cooks on Bank. I believe that's one of his better maps, and I believe they would cook on that map. But if it's not Bank, it's looking rough, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Chalet is kind of similar to Clubhouse. It's been quite a while in the competitive map pool, and people have gotten used to it, so it doesn't have necessarily that much of a difference between how much better is defense or attack because people have just gotten used to both sides. So it's the same shtick as Clubhouse, Oregon, yada yada yada. But with how everything's been going, and especially with Clubhouse being BTD's pick, from if I'm correct. A 7-0, like Velocity said, is kind of mental.
It's a team that you don't expect to get 7-0'd as well. It's like they got 7-0'd by okay, never mind. A team shouldn't be getting 7-0 unless they're getting completely outclassed.
Yeah.
I think that if you're ever getting 7-0 by a team, there's some serious issues that need to be you cannot blame being 7-0 on anything other than actual issues, in my opinion. No, you can't blame subs, you can't blame blah blah. Ice Force don't scrim as well. Ice Force just play for fun. These are excuses that can't be happening right now. They need to find their issues and wonder why they're losing and actually look at the reasons.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's just been following a trend of 14 rounds in a row. That's what even hits me harder because after the first 2 rounds on Consulate, it went down so badly. It got horrific to the point of where pretty much I haven't been seeing any type of adaptation, success, or any type of way out for BTD. But Ice Force, they kept it going for 2 maps, and I don't want to say this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it going for this possibly final one.
Yeah, and I think momentum is surely in the way of Ice Force now. A 7-2, 7-0. Momentum is a huge part of Siege, you have to remember. So
it is.
Yeah. Surely it's in the way of Ice Force, right?
Let's look at the bans, see what bans we get.
Yeah.
But Ice Force need to make sure they don't start trolling now. They have a 2-map advantage. That is something that I expect from these guys to probably troll. But a Ying ban coming first, I think that's a...
It is Bank. It is Bank. I was wrong. It was.
It is Bank. Okay.
This map,
unless BT BT have a chance in this map from what I understand. But let's see if they've changed their strats or they've got the same stuff. Then I can leak their strat book.
Okay.
Ducky ban, that's actually a very strong counter ban towards the playstyle that Domantas likes on this map. He likes to abuse the Dokkaebi to roam clear quite a bit. But a Ying ban is also quite good. Solus ban, standard, that'll be Domantas' ban anyways, so I have no clue what Domantas will ban. Now, he'll probably just ban something like... Fuck. I don't know. See what he bans, because
I'll say, just a casual Fenrir or Valkyrie. Maybe a Valkyrie.
Valk, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kaid. They do not use Kaid in any of their strategies. That would be just. But that's just in play. Okay, cold. What they banning Kaid for? Bro.
It's a strange one.
Yeah, because
Kaid on
normally
this map
it's
is
either...
Kaid on this map is like. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're just doing their default strategy, it looks like. What we'll see here is Discount will start an open area with try to shoot some drones and drop off, and they'll play for the Smoke, Echo, and go to Nile. I think it'd be interesting to see how Koji will counter this. Interesting. Cold.
Yeah, most definitely, because...
Yeah, I mean...
You know what's... Yes? Continue.
I'm in back basement. Like this is a site. Like it's the same as Oregon basement. You don't lose this site. It has probably about an 8% win rate, like 90% win rate. Like this is the site that should be a default win for the defenders. So if BTD lose this is like a serious issue that needs to be solved at that point. This is a site that you have to win, and if you're not winning this site, there's something wrong. But I think Koji's got a good plan for this by the looks of it, so ICOX versus IGL, they're both frauds. Why is Danny? Oh. Never mind. He's brought the Twitch along to try and get rid of the Goyas quite early, which is a good sign. Demantis likes to get aggro here early to try and get some drones, but free Bamo. Anyone else want to cast? I don't like this. This is too much pressure, guys. Come on, take it over.
Let me give you just a bit of a tip. Once you want to finish your sentence, just kind of drop it down slowly, and then just silent until someone takes over. Like right now.
Yeah, I
In the meantime, Scarix has found one somehow. Demantis is off the board.
Demantis has got a bit over aggressive there, and he's lost his life, which puts him in a 4-5 situation. Discount now is getting aggressive, and if Discount dies, even Demantis dying now has forced Discount to go look for a pick, kind of, because if they with the strat they're playing, they're giving up all this control for free, but Discount's allowing himself to get Hibana open, allowing them to cut him off completely. Koji here. I mean, Discount's needs to get back to site now, and they're stuck on site with 2 minutes left and 3 smokes, 3 Goyos, which is not a very good sign, but it's still quite a winnable round because of how good the site is, I think.
Yep. I mean, Bang being such a huge map, you also need to cover a lot, and time wastage would be key here. Now, that's being done quite well because, I mean, they haven't necessarily gotten close to the side. Discount still holding open area quite strongly. The drone does notice him, tries to get a nasty wallbang, doesn't seem to succeed. And this is where the team's going to start to push him. He doesn't notice the kitchen player. Payno gets one for himself. Discount out of the board. That's going to be a 5v3 and a very good start. We still have the smoke for time wastage, which, like I said, this huge of a map with time wastage is just A+. Put it on the test because this is going to be getting very interesting. Now we have 1 minute on the clock, but it's starting the plan going down, and no one doesn't. They don't know it. Oh, the fire gets lit, but they get it. And the Thermite gets out alive. The Echo doesn't notice this. He gets one. That's going to be Venom's kill. A 4v3 situation, but the Diffuser is planted. The time is reversed, and now the defenders are on the tick. And with that, I mean, one kill for Killy. He gets taken out. That's going to be 3v2. Pyron and Karmaz even now in a 2v3 situation. Spyro looking bad on the HP. The plant is down, and I don't see a way out of this.
There's no way out of this. With only 15 seconds left, Koji takes him down. It's all up to the smoke. The lone player above with the SMG-11. This is an Ice Force round, and it's Payno to close it out, confirm it, and it's an Ice Force round.
Okay, when did that Thermite get in? Because I didn't see it.
How did he get in?
I just saw the yellow planting, and I'm like, what is happening?
I'm quite confused because they either have because I know BTC play with the bulletproof also in server, so either their defenders aren't on the bulletproof, not calling that, or they have very, very poor reaction times to pop that Goyo, so Koji's allowed to get 50%, like 80% of the bomb down before the Goyo's popped, which is not good. IMO. They go back to the same site though, and they do the same strat. I really think that BTC do a very, very poor job at making Ice Force problem solve. They're just showing the same one strategy every single time, and to me that's just, I don't like that personally. I think you need to give Ice Force something to think about, right? But you're just giving them the exact same problem from last time. So now they know the exact setups. They know all your Goya placements. They know your positions, and they can make a better job at how they want to clear that. And I just don't like that personally.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, yes. Velocity, please continue. We've been kind of cutting you off.
Oh, well,
I
unlucky miss. Ratio.
Really, I'm just still trying to get my head around how he just is able to walk in. Even if he didn't have the bulletproof, as Den said, that makes it even worse.
Yeah,
It really does.
there might not be one though. They might have changed it, but I remember on our stress we did have a bulletproof and looking at that exact position. But Dom's gonna start aggro there again. Hopefully he'll drop off a bit earlier this time, so he doesn't lose his life. And Discount should be able to play more safely this time because of that. But it looks like I'm supposed to go a bit more of a roam clear this time. And Cody's trying to get himself into garage, little rat.
Koji, as you said, walking himself up into garage nicely. Is looking to maybe look for a
How?
cam,
What?
possibly, but is unaware. And is in fact able to walk all the way up. No one's looking, no one's reacting, and this is gonna be
They've lost round already.
devastating
How-
for BTD.
How's he got past the Fenrir? The Fenrir is active. No!
I have no
Oh,
clue,
no.
but he's found one. Freud off the board is discount to move to the
Could-
position to try and deny. And it's going to just take a huge amount of damage with the Echo drone as well and play droning him out. It's shots to be taken once again. Discount to move nice and closely. It's a refrag. It's Discount to find him, take down Koji, who loses his life. And the Echo drone's now going to be a crucial part of this defense. It goes to that 4 versus 4. But Scarex, he's on the main stairs. He's completely able to walk down here. The problem is there's barbed wire in his way. But it's Keely to back him up, get rid of all the barbed wire, and now they've doubled up. It's Icox. CeeLo is going to be down in server. Realizes there's many holes, in fact, on the wall, which is not usually seen too much. But he's going to be able to get open the breach, and he's going to be restricting those positions that the defenders are able to play in. And this is Ice Force dominant so far. They have so much map control, so much utility to work with, and so many drones they are completely able to work with here.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's a 4v4 situation, so it's not looking too bad. I mean, BTD doesn't definitely have a shot at this. They're at the advantageous position and decide that we were called out for yesterday by Den. And with that, I mean, they just need to waste time and kind of hold them out. They shouldn't allow anyone to just go in and plant. Icox, I swear to God, if that happens again, I'm going to scream. Icox does get denied. The plant does not go down. 30 seconds on the clock. It's going to need to get hurried up, and that's going to be a 2v4. Oh, BTD getting 1, getting 2. That's going to be a very nice one. Now, the plant is going back down, but the Echo is having a fantastic journey all the way to victory time. Like, he's still putting it down. Smokes are out, but does he get it down? Yes, he does. He gets away alive. Triple kill from the side of Discount, and it's not going to be helping out that much. He gets one on the side of Pano, and it's a 1v2. He gets a triple kill.
What the heck? Oh man, I'm leaving.
Pano, this 3. The fuse are down. You can't be doing this in a grand final. Pano, what was that?
I quit.
Come on.
I don't want to be
We're
called.
done. We're done.
Hey guys,
We're done.
I don't get paid.
Pano 1 versus 3 with a DMR in a grand final.
They just walked in. They just walked in.
Do you know what makes it worse? It makes it worse. Look at Pino's health as well. Pino's literally half a bullet. You can kiss him and he'll die. You can literally kiss him and he'll die.
You could breathe in his direction and he'd be dead. But they've thrown it. BTD. Appalling.
I swear to God.
Shocking performance.
I don't believe this is real. Really don't.
That has to be a first. Like a Talent League first, right?
I'm gonna get evicted. I screamed too loud. I'm getting evicted. This is not real.
Was mental. And well, if anyone does care, G2 are currently 5-2 up against M7M.
The switching
So,
up.
Can we just cast a G2 game? I'd probably be like, let's rush him.
Yeah, let's fly to Atlanta, guys. This is what? How? Anyway, we're off to open area, I think the site is. I haven't really been paying attention too much. I'm still trying to get over that. We're off to open area, we're going to see a top floor extension, as you should, into CO and Janitor. With Janitor hack open, and rotate all the way into Janitor, but they haven't reinforced off Cantor, which is going to allow some holes to be made and those positions to be restricted.
I think you guys need to take over, but I'm traumatized from the
They-
last round.
It just looks to me like a default square attack from Iceforce. With BTD set up, it will be quite easy because they don't do too much to contest that. I'm guessing Matt's just gonna have to just impact check this wall, and then they're gonna. Okay, it looks like BTD want to aggro Killy on the square, but it's gonna be very difficult with the fucking Osa shields. But yeah, Pedo's in sight. They kill Karmas, they can plant. So if Habana can get that wall open, which is going to be very easy since Karmas is preoccupied.
No, Pedo's almost died to a Maestro cam. Why Maestro's been picked? We're never going to know. But speaking of Maestro, he finds one. Koji off the board, but it instantly can be refragged by Icox. See? Choking over there.
Icox.
Are going to be going out as well. Icox, thank you. Pedo is in sight as the Monty, and he's going to be trying to get the plan down. Icox finds one more, throws it off the board, and there's another, and yet a third round in a row, a post-plan situation, forcing BTD to now have to play super aggro and attack their own bomb site. The defenders become the attackers become the defenders, and for them to move into staff alongside Dom is swung by Icox. It's all happened at once. What?
Shall I tell you what makes this worse? Iceforce are calling on the fly right now. This is not any strats from Iceforce. This is what I've been told by one of the Iceforce players. They're just at this point they're not calling strats. They don't feel it's necessary to call strats at this point.
I just think we need to just have a pause, right? Rewind around to that Pano 1v3 clutch. I think it was Pano, wasn't it? It was Pano.
It was Pano, yeah.
It was
Pano.
I just don't understand what BTT have done there. I'm pretty sure, like, Pano, they just need to swing one by one, together, sorry, instead of one by one. It's really interesting that I think the comms are. This is what I kind of meant with the first game. Like, BTT struggle a lot when they're in pressure situations. If you put them in the pressure situations, they panic, they overpeak, they don't communicate very well. That's all Iceforce need to do. They need to put pressure on BTD and they win the round simply because BTD are gonna panic, start running around like little fucking barbarians on Clash of Clans, and you can just pick them up one by one for free.
And it's not what you want.
I was not mentally prepared for this.
I don't think anyone was.
I'm gonna be honest, right? I generally like the reason, like, fuck. Like, I believe that they would be better than this. I did believe Iceforce would win because of my experiences, but I thought they'd be better than this. I thought, at least when I played them, they were a lot better than this.
It's just
They come back, they
mental.
can come back. I believe in Domantas. Domantas has some cold attacks, I believe.
I'm sorry, I have a bit of a hard time believing after seeing all of that.
No, actually.
Like, I
I think we all have a hard time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I want to believe. There's got to be an opening to that belief.
Well, it's a 50-50 map, you know. They've got their 3 rounds. That BTD will get their 3.
Hopefully.
Venom's is looking for an
BTD.
it looks just like a normal Windows plan. Okay, BTD can deny us from below if they realize that. Most likely, okay, BTD needs to send Karmas below it right now. Karmas goes below, you can see 4. They have no warden, so the round's already lost. GG. Okay, 4 guys, 4. Hello?
He's in sight! Kochi! He's what, for a 4th time in a row, 4 rounds consecutively. They've got into sight and the plant's gone down. Demantis has found one, an instant free.
Stop doing.
for a second 1 and 2. Post-plant situation again. Skyrex finds one more from the rappel point off the board, and it puts it to a 2 versus 4 situation. Again, we have to mention this is a grand final. There's Payno for the third as well. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe for the fourth as well. Venom's in this 1 versus 4. Shot by CO, shot by every angle. Finds Keely, but shut down by Skyrex.
Wow. So,
the stream's gone, by the way.
I think our stream's dying.
I think more than just the stream is dying. I think not only the morality and pride of BTD are going down, but
Hey,
my god.
Epsilon, don't act like I didn't tell you at the start. Do not act like I did not play
This is just stupid. Like this shouldn't be happening.
Oh, Velocity, how are you enjoying the time that you've spent here?
I am loving it. I am
Guys,
loving it here.
G2 are losing. It's 5-5.
No.
Well, it's 5-4, but it's 4-3. No, I don't want G2 to... Why have they put the grand final in the semi-finals, man? Stupid.
Oh, man.
I want to see G2. But imagine G2 won this, that won their side. That'd be cool.
Imagine if BTD managed to get a win.
Lost to
No!
Secudo. I lost
No!
faith when I lost to Secudo.
Guys, I have to say this. I think we might be lining up for another 7-0 potentially.
If they win 2 rounds in...
It's an achievement.
No, if they win 2 rounds in the full best of 3, that's... Yeah.
Poor.
This would be the fastest finals ever.
I think it will be as well.
I think it already is.
I mean, we're already on map 3, and it's series and championship point, and Ice Force is still just dominating. We can't even put hype on this. This is just
if there's gonna be
ludicrous.
21 rounds in a row is gonna be.
And this is why you're the stat man.
Like, put that on the BBC News, because Icox will be getting taken out, and BTD with the opening kill, that's going to be a very nice one. Dom having some heavy taken damage. The Habana frags are starting to slowly come out. We have the gadget, the utility being slowly shown, but I'm wondering what Scarix is going to be up to. I mean, sneaking around, just checking out for any type of flanker or just any type of roaming or activity that should be going on. The zombie barrier, a very questionable one put on to block Koji from any line of sight. But still, in this current moment, it is looking a lot better for BTD than it has for the numerous rounds.
Keely in ATMs looking to try and move himself into lobbies.
Oh, Payno, you're such a little rat.
Tight angle, it's dirty, it's disgusting, and like good is just gonna find him a kill just because of those factors. Keely moves all the way into lobby, looking to move towards the teller's desk, maybe towards the bottom elevators, but no, he's gonna be trying to move up spiral stairs, up the red stairs, whatever we're gonna call them, and potentially looking to try and find the kill. As Demantis finds himself quite weak now, despite having the man advantage. Venom takes a grenade from below, looking to try and find the kill. Is still playing in the elevator in a very risky position and very, very easy to be killed there. And there we go. Keely finds Venoms from a grenade from below, from the bottom to the top, when he's found himself killed. Puts us up 4 versus 4. Keely gets into an engagement. Not sure where that's coming from, not sure where that's happening, but does come out on the better end as he does have those finger boosts. Koji takes the fight as well on the counter rappel. It's all kicking off now.
Scarix is looking dangerous.
Discount to find one Koji off the board, and Scarix is just playing so carelessly, so dangerously, and it's 2 within quick succession. Payno finds himself taken down. Skyrex to find Discount. That's the player that was playing behind the stock shield. It's 1 more to follow.
Oh no,
Skyrex
man!
finds 1 more point, and it's all up to the lone Mirror who's playing below, walking up the marble stairs with only 15 seconds left. He has to try and retake his own bomb site. He has to climb a mountain just to try and win this round here.
10 seconds left.
Yes, he does. Pushing up in the side. That's going to be Killy with the diffuser in hand, going behind the couch. Does he have the cover he needs? Scarix not knowing where the mirror is. He's predicting it wrong. This could be going south very easily, but the plan is down. The intel is dropped, and does he get it? Yes, he does. Down to the nook and finishes the finger. As BTD will be securing their
third round of the entire thing.
They will be winning their first round after an 18-round streak from Ice Force, but I think it's a bit too late now.
And it comes from a 2v1, by the way.
A clutch. A win.
Come-
A win is a win. A round is a round at this
Their
point.
new addition, Carmage, comes to the rescue.
Game is game.
Game is game.
Oh my god! But at least we get to see it. You know, the first. You know, I was kind of scared we were actually gonna get a 21 round in a row, which. No, that would have been probably a world record in Siege. I think in Siege competitive history.
Really mean,
general.
but like I really don't mean because I do like most of these guys. I'm friends with most of them, but like what the flippity flip.
Yeah, you know,
I don't disagree. Like, what is going on?
They robbed my
Realistically,
D class
what is
though,
happening?
so they robbed my D class on RTS though, so they can go fuck themselves.
How dare
Sorry,
they? How dare they?
Yeah.
Mm.
Who don't I like? I don't like that Venom's freak. I don't know Kames. So that's who I don't like, Max.
Oh, as
Anyway,
long as you get
the basement.
along with. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's really.
Sorry, someone
awkward,
asked me
but-
in chat. I had to answer. Sorry, my guys.
Yeah, let's get to the game.
W stream. Let's go, Squishy.
Yeah, Velocity, I
Basement we
think you
go.
wanted to say basement 5 times.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm losing track. Basement we go. Keely already a Savannah one.
Oh!
On Trent.
It's actually cool. It's actually
Oh,
so.
what a shot! It's bullying at this point. I think this counts as cyberbullying.
Not only that, but Killy bringing the eye and ice cold shot, one tap glass on the pick. Doesn't matter who he's facing, he's going to be getting it off and bringing the opening pick not only onto any. I'm going to be down with the Goyo, and it's going to be a very fast. So rid of the canisters, not even a minute going to be essential because those do last for quite a while. And time wastage as the progress they made towards side into servers is absolutely phenomenal.
It's amazing. Koji's upstairs though is alerted
This
by
counts?
the beeper,
Yeah,
but
headset,
Discount
headset,
looking the
headset.
wrong way. Clearly the headphones aren't working.
Nope.
Smoke really coming in as we do have the Blitz who has the shield and is going to be potentially allowed to try and get the plant down as one C4's ripped, blown, and it's not got anyone.
Headset check.
Damage on Potato, but is potentially able to get the plant down again for another round in a row. It's now the case of they have to try to attack their own bomb site once again. Venom's is playing in red hole. Is going to be making a rotate, potentially allowed to walk in, but no, shut down by Koji and Ikoksi, who's found two within quick succession. It's all up to the mirror, who does take some shots, completely whiffs onto Koji, but it's Koji
flawless.
close it out. Flawless round once again. Another plant round once again. Total domination.
It's just bullying at this point. I don't know if Discount needs me to buy him a headset, but I'm sure with these Talent League second place earnings, he can buy himself one. He's heard the people's go off, surely there.
Yeah, Den, I agree with you. What?
Yeah.
How,
No,
how has he
the
not
BTT
heard the beeper?
Can I just mention again, go back to my original point on the second round. BTT have done this same strat that they did the previous two times they went basement. It's 500.
Yes.
Squishy.
And we're
First
5-1 roll swap now, and then we get to see Ice Force on the favoured side of this map.
Yeah, like as I said below, basement should be a default win for the defenders. So, based on that stat, if Ice Force do not fuck up, it should be a 7-3 max. At max, if we're using the denser logic, but my logic's also never right. So, I'm always wrong. But let's see if they can grab 2 rounds. But 3 rounds in how many rounds have we played so far?
Too many. Too many.
7, 9.
7.
That's 16. How many? 60 plus 22 rounds. So 3 rounds and 22 rounds so far, guys. It's cold.
This could be a 7-1, maybe.
If this is
For
a
all we
7-1,
know.
if they get 3 rounds and 24 rounds, that is not a very good statistic. Peakside, you need to write that
Is it
down.
gonna be happy?
Statistics.
Pixar will be happy. You won't be happy with those statistics. Keely, though, playing down below an open area, opening up some vertical holes, looking straight
I'm-
behind and jumping.
I mean, Swiss with some of the stuff that's going to happen. Dom's just went in. Is Dom going to get his
No.
one? There's one guy long desk that's playing a crossfire under Dom right now, which is not very
But
good.
Paylo's found one.
Yeah, Pino has Icox has a crossfire onto Scarix here, so this isn't looking good for Demantas. He's kind of isolated, but I'm pretty sure this stock guy. Who is this guy? This is Carmes, right? Carmes is going to help
I believe
his
so.
mate
Oh,
out, and Dom
Scarx.
dies.
Scarx takes down Demantis, leaving, I believe that was the Jackal alone upstairs now. The lone man, though, followed up by Proid, who is the Flores, and he's going to be trying to clear out the player that is still playing upstairs. I do believe it's Scarx, who is going to be creating a nuisance, but he's going to be trying to waste that time on top of Marble Stairs into Long Desk now. Is going to be trying to cause a nuisance, and he is going to be successfully wasting a lot of time as Proid does move now towards the top of the main stairs, looks into stock, looks down the main stairs. The Yoda ping is going to come out, and they are going to try and find him, who does play behind the couch. A ping to get exact where he is, and a kill through the sofa, but Scarx
How does Scarx get one
frag,
more?
finds one, but it's an instant refrag. Payno takes down Venom. It's all left to the floor as Proid, who does find himself taken down by Payno. A 1 and a 2 for Payno.
Oh, a 3v1 brought on as it's gonna be Esports with a nice man advantage, a triple the men, and that is a triple. The bullets dropped in from the Echo onto the main stairs, and with that, I mean, it's 6-1. It is not even a competition at this point because not only
It's come back
Esports-
now. Come back. No. I believe
BTD, they are going to win 7 rounds right now. Like right now, okay? Then they're gonna win. Actually, 7 rounds right now. Then they're gonna win 2 more maps.
I feel like this map feels faster than the last one for some reason. The last one was at 7-0. I mean, oh no.
I feel like I'm gonna crawl into a corner after this.
It's gonna take an hour between 2 maps, by the way. It's generally gonna be 1 hour for 2 maps.
Can we just play out? This is also match point. This is not only just match point. This is championship point. This is the moment where Ice Force can win Talent League, and they've done it so quickly, efficiently, and so well. It's mental. It's stupid. It shouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
We should still only just be on map 2, but no, we're on map 3.
I was here prepared going. Was prepared like for 5 maps. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stay up late once. 3 maps, not even 3 maps, and this is how everything's going down.
It's not the greatest situation
Okay, don't-
to be in, but especially
It's
for
bad.
especially for BTD, they've won
They
3
are.
rounds across 3 maps, which isn't good. They went 7-2 on. They won 7-2 on map 1, and they're now 6-1 on. No, they went 7-0 in map 2, and they're now currently 6-0. And it's just not what they're wanting to you're playing for second place, you're playing for first place. It's not what you're wanting,
this
but
point-
Koji finds one, Demantis off the board, and it puts them a little bit closer, a step closer to winning it all.
I'm
This is how
interested
it
to
is.
hear the comms. Do you think they're still talking, or do you think they're just mentally giving up?
Honestly, I think it's just mentally gone. And
Oh,
well,
discounts.
it's gone even further. As Ikoxi finds 1, 2 to follow those, but it's that 3 versus 3.
Interview-
They're not
interview,
done
guys.
just yet, BTD. They're not done. BTD aren't done just yet. Goes to the
Kenny
3
picks up
versus
his kill,
3,
it's
3
done,
versus
it's done.
2. And as Keely takes down Proid, drops down below, looks to now try and play in Tellers. Down. Koji does now play in Tellers, is now below with his teammates, only 2 kills away, and only a minute and 30 seconds away from winning it all. Venoms does try and now move up towards Square, as a drone follows behind him slowly, looking into stock, looking all around, trying to see if he can spot anyone. Little do they know, they've all dropped back down, they're all back in open air and kitchen, they're all back on site, and they are going to have to try and attack the site as best, as quickly as possible. I just Payno going to be most likely going to be trying to play behind the Azami, but no, he's going to be playing behind the counter there. Venoms sees a pixel ahead of someone, is aware they're going to be playing behind, what are they called, the walls, the little
Yeah,
little walls
the
and
half
wall bangs.
walls.
the half walls, looking to try and play behind the half walls, isn't able to see him just
Oh.
yet.
The GG
So
goes in
Koji's
chat.
already put a GG in chat. Koji knows, they know, but it's time wasting to the highest extent, and they are completely unable to try. What is this? They're unable to. They're not even going to try and hit sight. I don't think this is going to just have to be a last minute, or they're just going to play down these 30 seconds. Painter
Oh
is still
my
playing.
goodness.
This is
Yeah,
Venom's though. I think Venom's might just try and walk into sight here. They're gonna try and they are gonna be opening up the kitchen double as it's Venom to look finds one, finds Keely looking the wrong way, opens the wall in addition to this, and jumps in. Is he aware of Pano's position? No, he is not. As Pano finds one, it goes to 8 seconds left. But it's nothing. Diamonds are made from pressure, and these diamonds have prevailed. It's Ice Force are your Talent League Season 10 champions.
Interview. Please give me
Who
an
are we
interview.
interviewing?
Please. No. No. Listen. Let me speak. Please.
done.
Please. No. Just get him in the call. Just get him in the call, and then put him on the heads. Please. You do. Imagine.
Then we can't.
No,
Then we
please,
can't.
please.
Just settle
I
down.
need.
We can't.
Please,
Then
I
we
need an
can't.
interview. Please, I need an interview.
Dude, we can't. We'd love to, but we can't. But boys,
Please.
3-0. And if anyone's interested, G2 just lost. I'm crying.
What?
Oh well,
Jesus.
that heartbroken more than this entire match.
We Ice Force 3-0 and our Talent League Season 10 champions.
Interview. I'll interview Koji.
There is no interview.
Koji, he told you
No
to come to the
interview,
Discord
no.
channel, please.
Look.
Right.
GG's to both of the teams. Great playing.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely dominant from Ice Force, no doubt about it. BTD, you tried, but not hard enough. Thank you to Velocity and Den for, not allowing me to go through this hell myself. It was a pleasure casting with you. Thanks for Epsilon for producing. It was an absolute lad in the background, boss, carrying it all out. A very nice line at the end, Velocity. The diamond, the pressure. Yeah, I got you.
Is that
But
the quickest finals ever? I think that must be the quickest finals ever.
Yeah, it
I
most
think that
definitely
has to be the quickest player ever. Anyway, though, guys, Season 10 done, dusted. Ice Force are your Season 10 champions. I've been Velocity. Joining me is Puffer Bob and Dan, and we'll see you in Season 11.